All right, so the plan was to do this stream at halftime of the Texas-Arizona State game, but folks, that game is already over. Uh, Arizona State was not ready for Texas in any way, shape, or form. Longhorns are going on to the semifinal, and we can start this game early and probably get this doubleheader done today without too much of stress. So, last night we played an unplanned doubleheader because Boston College upset Michigan and took their extra life. And then Wake Forest beat Duke to have an actual elimination yesterday. So now we keep going. 19 teams left. We are getting down to 17 today, but 18 during this episode. So let's shuffle this wheel and get going. On episode 116 of College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, the next team is... You've got to be kidding me. It's Wake Forest again. That is a brutal look for the Demon Deacons, who just played a game, a hard-fought, crazy shootout against Duke, and now they're forced to jump right back out there. They've got two kind of decent options. They've got South Carolina and East Carolina over here, and then Michigan taking up most of their territory. So this might be another chance for Michigan to get back their extra life, or it could go a different way. Let's spin this arrow and find out. That's Michigan. That is Michigan. So Wake Forest, as a prize for beating Duke, they're going to have to go to the big house, and this is probably where we end their saga, because there's no way they're going to be beating Michigan's defense. There's just no way. Let's get it set up. Going fast today. Going to try and finish out this episode as fast as we can. Going to have Wake Forest on the road once again. 84 overall. Taking on Michigan, playing in their 11th game of Imperialism. They're going to be in the maize and blue, as they always are. And then Wake Forest. Yeah, I think we'll give them their away uniforms as well. So here we go. Michigan versus Wake Forest. Let's get it going. Let's have this be a noon. Well, 3:30. We'll go 3:30 for this. Here we go. Let's pull these two rosters. I mean, Wake Forest does have a dynamic offense. They have won 3 games for a reason in this tournament, but they're facing the best defensive line. 3 of the best players in this entire tournament all playing the same position for Michigan. And only one team has been able to take them down so far, the Boston College Golden Eagles. And they got that through 2 touchdowns in 6 seconds. So Wake Forest is going to need a similar kind of miracle to beat the Wolverines today. It's certainly possible, but it's very, very unlikely. So we line this up. Wake Forest versus Michigan in this Imperialism matchup as we get closer to the top 10. As we weed out the contenders from the pretenders. Wake Forest will start this game, and let's see what their offense can do against Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, and Josiah Stewart. Yeah, he is a senior transfer. He's going to get drafted too, and somebody, ideally the Ravens, should pick him up if he's available. 1st and 10 here for Hank Bachmeier and the Wake Forest offense. They hand it out to Claiborne, and Claiborne gets a little bit of space on 1st down, breaking a couple tackles and getting a 1st down to the 24. Great, fantastic start. They don't want to pass in 1st down and give him an opportunity to get an early sack. They neutralized Josiah Stewart on that play. And it's a fantastic run for Devon Claiborne. Now, before we do anything else, I'm going to switch out this depth chart to make sure that Alex Orji is playing for the Wolverines once we get over there. So we are going to pop in here, 1st and 10. Let's change out the depth chart. Bachmeier on 1st and 10. Avoids the sack. Just barely throws it away. And it will be caught. A crazy throw is complete to Taylor Morin on that play. So now let's go to the depth chart. Switch in Alex Orji. And then gonna give that back. We gotta play one play on defense here. Let's go cover 6, just a standard coverage option. Let's play as Josiah Stewart here, see if we can get a sack. Another good play for Wake Forest. They are moving the ball well now. Let's screw this up, did I? Yeah, I can't take it anymore. We're back in regular sim, which is good. Alright, so Wake Forest doing an excellent job so far. My voice is a little bit dead from the party last night. Claiborne this time is dropped in the backfield, and there's Mason Graham with another tackle for loss. He is now up to 30 tackles for loss in this tournament, averaging almost 3 per game in Imperialism. And now it's 3rd and 7. They're not in field goal range yet. They got to keep attacking. Bachmeier throws to the sideline, caught for the first down, Harry Lodge. Bachmeier with another good throw. They found another route that was going to give them a clean look as long as everything went right. And really, Michigan's best way of defending the pass is just obliterating the quarterback. But if you get all those blockers to hold up to those first attacks from the defensive linemen, suddenly their pass defense looks very, very suspect. Claiborne goes up the middle. Another great blocking scheme, and he picks up 8 yards. He's got 22 yards and 4 carries so far. And Wake Forest does not seem intimidated by one bit this Michigan defense. And folks, if Wake Forest actually pulls this off, Michigan doesn't have an extra life right now. This would be the end of the road for the Wolverines. And suddenly Wake Forest will control territory across the entire country. Bachmeier throws to the end zone. It's caught. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Oh my goodness. Taylor Morin was his 2nd catch of the game. And the Wake Forest Demon Deacons are going pedal to the metal, and Michigan can't respond. Here we go. 1st and goal. Bachmeier in the shotgun with DeMond Claiborne next to him. They fake it to Claiborne. Bachmeier throws to the end zone. He missed it. Really bad throw from Bachmeier. Will Johnson was trailing behind it. He might have gotten another end zone interception there. I think he has 5 or 6 interceptions in this tournament. We'll check that. Will Johnson has 5 picks so far, 1 pick 6. Here we go. 2nd goal for Wake Forest. Bachmeier to Claiborne. Claiborne with a hole. He sprints into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quentin Johnson was there to try and shut him down, but he was not fast enough. Claiborne just kicked in the afterburners. He flew into the end zone. My goodness. Yeah, it was just a speed glitch almost. Flew into the end zone untouched, and Wake Forest is going to take a 7-0 lead against the Michigan Wolverines, and they're going to have to do something that they're not used to doing. They're going to have to score a lot of points in order to keep pace with this nuclear Wake Forest offense. Kick is up and good for Matthew Dennis. A 9-play, 86-yard drive, and Wake Forest never looked in trouble. They had 1 tackle for loss instead of a long-ish third down, but they converted easily. And there goes the kickoff. Michigan going to take it the other way. Tyler Morris takes it out to the 21, and here comes Alex Orji and the Michigan offense. They know how to get those long, methodical drives and score when they have to. They're so difficult to beat. The Wake Forest just might be the team to do it. Edwards? Absolutely nothing. Number 45 sprints in to make the stop. It's Nick Anderson, the free safety, flying in from the backfield, from the second level to make that stop. And is the ACC Michigan's weakness? They did beat Virginia Tech, so they have beaten an ACC team before, but what is it about this conference? Edwards again, dropped again. Kevin Pointer with the stop, and suddenly it's 3rd and 10. Folks, are we going to go to super sitting for Michigan? Is this going to be the most shocking upset of this tournament? 3rd and 10. Orji sacked. Orji cannot get away from number 5, Kendron Wayman for Wake Forest. And Michigan's in trouble. Michigan is in big, big trouble here. We might see a brand new zone of anarchy in this tournament if Wake Forest is able to beat Michigan and take their territory, which goes all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, covering most of the border with Canada, getting the border between Arizona and Mexico. This is a massive territory that Wake Forest is going to try and take here. And let's see if they can get going on the offensive end to get their second touchdown of the game. Bachmeier in the shotgun. Hands off to Claiborne. Claiborne breaks a couple tackles and falls forward to get 2 yards there. Michigan covering the run game a little bit better that time, but they still have not found an answer for the pass game. Hank Bachmeier's had a couple of really good throws, specifically Taylor Morin. Let's see if they can keep that going here. 2nd and 8 for Wake Forest. Bachmeier throws short. It's going to be caught by Horatio Fields, but he loses his footing a little bit and falls down. 3rd and 3 here at the Big House. Michigan with a chance to turn this game back in their favor. They get the ball deep in their own territory, but they would certainly stop this Wake Forest offense and give Alex Orji another chance. They fake it to Claiborne. Bachmeier avoids the sack, throws deep to the sideline. It's caught for a first down. Harry Lodge gets away from the defenders, and that was incredible offensive line work by Wake Forest to completely neutralize the Michigan pass rush. Mason Graham got free at the end, but by that point, Lodge got open, turned around, got away from, I believe, Jayshawn Barham who was covering him deep downfield. And suddenly, Wake Forest is in business in field goal range. Bachmeier throws short again, and Morin lowers his shoulder but cannot get the first down. Barham's able to make the stop. Barham, the transfer from Maryland. Quick little backflip from the cheerleader, and now it's going to be 2nd and inches for Wake Forest. And some major glitches with how these players are moving. I'm not sure what that is. Here we go. Bachmeier throws short again, and it's another completion for another first down. That's Donovan Green, one of the most dynamic receivers in this tournament, making it 1st and goal from the 9. Wake Forest is not stopping for anyone. They want to show that they're legit, and they have a shot to actually win this tournament. Bachmeier hands it off to Claiborne. Claiborne gets a little bit of space, but only picks up 2. It's a good job in Michigan to shut that down. And now it's 2nd and goal. You know, I was rooting against Michigan pretty heavily when it was Boise State. But now that they don't have any extra lives, folks, we might see our front runner get dropped out of the tournament with 2 losses consecutively. Bachmeier throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Harry Lodge. Wake Forest has opened up a 14-point lead on the Michigan Wolverines in the Big House. Can you fucking believe it? A little bit of an F-bomb there, but I'm in total shock. I gotta text somebody real quick. Here's the extra point. Folks, this is 14-0. This would be an absolutely shocking upset. And maybe if you're watching this and you see that Michigan's like 8-5 and they don't have a good offense, you're like, oh, of course Wake Forest would play well against them. Michigan has beaten 3 different college football playoff quarterfinalists during this tournament. They destroyed Ohio State in their first game. They completely neutralized Notre Dame later on. They beat Boise State in a really crazy game where they didn't even score a single touchdown. And now they are completely just failing to show up against Wake Forest. They got the first down to Colston Loveland there. And that is going to end the first quarter. But Michigan has their work cut out for them. They have to erase a 14-point deficit just to survive in this tournament. The extra life they earn from winning 5 games is gone. If they want to get a second one by winning their 10th game here, They're going to have to erase a 14-point deficit, which they have not done yet in this tournament. Edwards takes the handoff, picks up about 3 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Michigan. They're going to have it at the 34, but they just got to keep trucking. Orji rolls out, waits. Under pressure, he's dropped to the backfield. Jasheen Davis, another sack. This is, y'all, this is unreal. I cannot believe this is happening right now. Orji gets rocked in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and 17 from the 25. And if Michigan doesn't convert here, we're going to Super Sim. We are going to Super Sim. We can hop back into that Texas-Arizona State game. Here we go. Orji, under pressure, needs to throw it deep. He's going to scramble instead, and he gets the first down. Alex Orji, with everything on the line, scrambles for about 19 yards on 3rd and 17. And Michigan's not dead yet. They're not going to go out that easy. They can't go out that easy. Fans starting to get back into it. They're going to have to try and reestablish the home field advantage to really screw up this offense, but it hasn't done anything yet. It's a quick screen outside. They get it to Frederick Moore, and Moore's able to pick up 6 yards. That's a well-designed play. We have to wonder when they're going to go to Samaj Morgan. Morgan has 10 touchdowns so far in this tournament, the most out of any skill player, and it's not close. These replays are really not great. I'm not sure why they're skipping frames so often, but we'll have to figure that out later. Fake handoff. Orji waits, wants to go deep, and just floats it out of bounds to avoid the sack, making it 3rd and 4 for Michigan. Will Orji go back to the scramble game here? Let's find out. 3rd and 4. Orji in the shotgun. He's going to send a man in motion and get things going. He's under pressure, throws it away for the screen to Edwards. He jukes back inside and gets a huge pickup for a first down up to the 37. Michigan, for the first time today, is in business. 3 floating on him for a bit there. That was Capone Blue defying gravity for Wake Forest. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Orji under center, Bredesen in at fullback. They will hand it off to Edwards. He gets an extra blocker, but only picks up 3. Wake Forest doing a good job of neutralizing that play. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Michigan. And they're just doing their job. They're moving forward as best as they can. It's 2nd and 7 from the 34. It's going to be Kalel Mullings to the outside. He picks up 3 yards to make a slightly easier 3rd down. Texas still up 14-3. Arizona State is going to have to punt it away again. Or no, they're going to kick a field goal probably. Maybe they go for it in 4th and 2. They should go for it because they're down 14-3. They're essentially going to lose unless they get everything right for the next 3 quarters. 3rd and 4. Orji throws short, caught, but he goes out of bounds. Frederick Moore screwed up his feet there, and he steps out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 2 from the 30. What do you decide to do here? A field goal does not help at all, and they will go for it. This is your ball game right here. Wake Forest can win the game right here. Orji, Edwards gets the first down. Kevin Pointer's able to make the stop, but Edwards stretches across, and Michigan survives. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 26. They still need 2 more touchdowns, but that 4th down conversion is a really good sign. It means their run game can work in short situations, and they still have the size advantage where it matters. Orji will throw on 1st down. He launches deep. That's going to be caught. That's Marlon Klein out of bounds. He's so good. In these red zone, green zone situations, it's going to be first and goal from the 3 for Michigan. And they've finally figured out this Wake Forest defense, and this is going to be a ball game from start to finish. Orji has Donovan Edwards behind him. They've got a couple extra tight ends as blockers. They hand it off to Edwards, going left, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they respond in kind. Looking to keep this game close and earn that extra life to essentially punch their ticket through to the top 10. Donovan Edwards, another rushing touchdown. He's starting to exert his physical presence in this game, which Michigan really, really needs if they want to get back into this ballgame. Here comes the extra point from Dominic Zvada, as the Wolverines have found their swagger once again. Davis Warren will hold, and Zvada sends it through. It's 14-7. A 13-play, 83-yard drive that took up 4.5 minutes. Now, regardless of that great drive from Michigan, Wake Forest, all they've done today is score touchdowns. 2 offensive drives, 2 scores. We'll see if they can keep this going against Michigan's vaunted defense. Here we go. Kick return only gets out to the 17. And here comes Hank Bachmeier once again. Let's see if they can keep this going. Goes to Claiborne, and Claiborne bounces off a couple defenders and picks up 6 yards and first down. Very good play there. And 2nd and 4 from the 23. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Bachmeier, Claiborne. Claiborne's dropped in the backfield. It's number 18 making the play for Michigan. That's Jaden McBurrows. Sprinting in as a strong safety to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and 8 now as we go into the 2-minute timeout. This is the moment for Wake Forest. You got to step up and be your best selves here. Call your best possible play, because you have to constantly keep the pressure on them. You have to turn Michigan into a high-scoring team, which they certainly are not. Bachmeier, under pressure, he's forced to throw it away, and Michigan makes the stop. Derek Moore got in there, along with Zeke Berry, and forced 4th and 8. And Wake Forest will have to punt for the first time. Their defense needs to step up here, because Michigan will get the ball to start the second half. This could be 21-14 before they see the ball again. There goes the punt. It's a good punt coverage play. Stop at the 39. So here comes Alex Orji in the Michigan offense. You have press coverage at the top and bottom of your screen. Orji waits, throws deep, tipped away. Jamari Glasker knocks that pass away. And that is a fantastic stop on what could have been a very quick touchdown for Michigan. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Wolverines here. Orji throws short. It's going to be caught. And Tyler Morris does get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 49 for Michigan. They are fully okay with letting those 15 seconds run off the clock. They are trying to milk as much time as they can so that Wake Forest doesn't get another opportunity before the second half begins. Orji throws short, and Edwards falls out of bounds. Bad throw by Alex Orji will not give Edwards a chance to make that work. It'll be 2nd and 9 from exactly midfield here. Let's see what they're capable of on this play. Orji launches a deep ball. He's got a man there this time, and it is caught. Frederick, no, he dropped it. Frederick Moore cannot hold on to the pass. A really shocking drop there by Frederick Moore. I thought he had it. Instead, it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 50. Wake Forest might get a get-out-of-jail-free card here. Orgy under pressure, throws it short to Moore, and he fights forward for the first down. Michigan not done yet. They'll get the clock stoppage there. They will move forward and try and get a field goal out of this drive at least. But they've been taking some shots for the end zone. They absolutely want to get a touchdown here. Orgy in the shotgun. He's got a bunch formation to his left. He's going to try and throw again. Over the middle. That's caught by Frederick Moore. He doesn't make a mistake this time. It's 1st and 10 to the 24. They're now firmly within field goal range after that 16-yard pickup. But they want to tie this ball game and go take full control once the third quarter begins. 1st and 10 with 50 seconds to go. Orgy rolls out under pressure, gets away to the 20, and steps out of bounds to stop the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 16. He's just been so good this tournament. He's made a lot of mistakes, sure. He's been sacked a lot. He's thrown a lot of picks. But when the rubber meets the road and you have to just make the play, he's done it more than anybody else. Orgy throws to the end zone. It's caught just short. Michigan calls their first timeout. It's 1st and goal from about the 6-inch line. Donovan Edwards ready to make things happen. Alex Orgy under center. He hands it off. Edwards walks into the end zone, and we are tied. Michigan has erased a 14-point deficit against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the only downside is they left 38 seconds on the clock. Wake Forest has all 3 timeouts. So Wake Forest absolutely needs to go for a score here, because Michigan is looking like they're going to get another touchdown in their next drive. They needed to respond, and they go score, stop, score to tie this game. Yep. Here comes the extra point for Dominic Zvada, and he sends it through. We are tied at 14 after that flawless 2-minute drill from Michigan. Let's see if Wake Forest can make anything out of these 38 seconds. Or if Michigan can get a quick TFL or a sack to shut down this offense and give themselves that free drive to start the second half. Wake Forest will return the kick, but only the 18-yard line. Bachmeier throws short to be caught by Moore in there. He only picks up 8 yards. They will not call their timeout, which means for some reason they are content to just let the clock run and go to halftime. What are they doing? They had 38 seconds in all 3 timeouts. And now they're chewing. Oh my God. That just ended the game. Bachmeier will try a play here, but the time has run out. They have to score a touchdown here or they won't get anything. Pass goes incomplete, and that is the end of the first half. 14-all. These two are very evenly matched, but I would absolutely think that Michigan's going to run away with this one. Now they've erased the 14-point deficit. It's all Michigan from here on out. There goes the kickoff, and here come the Wolverines. It's a good kick coverage play by number 30 to shut that down. It was Tate Carney making the stop. Here comes Michigan once again. Edwards finds a hole. That is a fantastic stop by the Wake Forest defender to hold that to a 5-yard gain. That could have been a touchdown right there. And now it's going to be 2nd and 5 for Michigan. Their fans are back in, and it's essentially a new ball game. And they have a free possession right here. They fake it. They reverse to Samaj Morgan. His first touch is going to juke outside. There he goes. He's just so dynamic, so dangerous with the ball in his hands. He makes it 1st and 10 from 40. All right, 1st and 10. Orgy hands it off to Edwards. Edwards pops back inside. It's a great run for 7 yards. And Wake Forest, I mean, you had your chance. that drive at the end of the first half, we had all 3 timeouts and didn't use a single one. It's curtains. Like, you blew it. So here's Orgy on 2nd and 3. There's no worry at this point. They're going to win this game and get their extra life. Sends Morris in motion. Drops back. Throws deep. That's going to be dropped. Morgan cannot hold on. It's a good play by Nick Anderson to knock that ball away. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 47 for Michigan. Let's see what they call here. Wake Forest with a chance to make the stop and make this game a lot more interesting. It's probably a run to Edwards. They will. Delay handoff, but he is dropped in the backfield. At that point, like Orgy should have seen there was a wide open zone to the right. And just don't give the ball off and run it yourself. Tung was flying in there to make the stop regardless. That was number 6 making the stop. Rashawn Tung, the strong safety. And now Michigan's going to punt it away. There goes the kick. Will be fair caught at the 14, and now Wake Forest has a chance to retake the lead. Let's see if their offense can get back on schedule here against a very difficult Michigan defense. With a long mesh point to Claiborne, and that is to their detriment. He only picks up 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Wake Forest. Second and 8. Bachmeier under pressure. Does get... Wow. That is the most emphatic swat down we've seen so far. Quentin Johnson with the pass breakup. It's only his 2nd of the tournament. You would expect that he would have more, but has not had a lot of impact plays. And now we get the 3rd and 8. Hank Bachmeier with the season on the line. Takes the snap. Avoids the rush and finds the first down completion to Horatio Fields. Wake Forest not done yet. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 29 for the Demon Deacons. Michigan fans are a little confused there. This is how Wake Forest's offensive line was able to hold on. Just some simple blocking strategies. None of Michigan's defenders broke through. Now it's 1st and 10. Bachmeier immediately under pressure, and there's Josiah Stewart. That is sack number 20 for Stewart during this tournament. He's done it in 11 games, averaging almost 2 sacks per game. And he has finally broken through. And suddenly, Michigan's back on schedule. 2nd and 18. They can make this stop and fully shut down Wake Forest offense. They hand it off to Claiborne for some reason, and Stewart's there to get another tackle for loss. And now it's 3rd and 19. That is an absolutely horrible play call. Like, you gotta try something better than that in order to get those yards back. At least run it in the middle, where you've had some success all day. Now it's 3rd and long. They need a miracle. Here we go. Bachmeier's sacked. Mason Graham gets there. He now has 10.5 sacks. And Wake Forest will be forced to punt it back. Their offensive line could only hold up for so long. And now Michigan's front runners are getting their big plays to go. So we 4th and 25. They're going to punt it away. And Michigan has another chance to retake the lead and secure that 2nd extra life. They lost their first against Boston College, but they can get that advantage right back here. It's a good spin move by Samaj Morgan, and they're going to start in Wake Forest territory. It's 17-3 Texas. And there goes Donovan Edwards with a fantastic run to the 30, breaking a couple tackles down to the 26, and Michigan is well and truly in business, looking to establish their first lead of the ball game. This will be a 43-yard field goal from here, but they want to get closer. They want to make this 21-14 if they can. Every single defender got embarrassed on that one. Orgy sets up in the shotgun. Loveland goes back in motion the other way. He's wide open on the right side, but Orgy goes left to Edwards. He's going to be taken down for a 4-yard pickup. It's a good form tackle from Jamari Glasker making the stop. And it'll be 2nd and 6 for Michigan here. They're on the cusp of the red zone, and they just got to keep pushing forward. Orgy pointing out defenders. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards gets by the first wave of defenders and makes it 3rd and 2. Wake Forest, if they want any chance in this game, they absolutely have to make the stop here. Let's see if they can pull it off. 3rd and 2. Orgy to Edwards. He powers forward. Makes it 1st and 10 from the 13 for Michigan. And now they're almost definitely getting the touchdown. I don't see them getting stopped here. It just comes down to the big beefy boys. Got a little bit of a headache and I have to do another game later, so we'll see how that goes. They fake it to Edwards. Orgy gonna launch short to the backup tight end. Let me double check his name real quick. That's Zach Marshall with his 5th catch in the tournament. Picking up 7 yards and making it 2nd and 3 from the 7-yard line for Michigan. Coming down to the end of the 3rd quarter here. Mullings in the backfield. They hand it off to Mullings. He goes outside and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They couldn't get it on their free possession. When they get their 2nd try, they do not waste it. Kalel Mullings powers into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown of Imperialism. And Michigan looking to finish this one strongly. And roll into the top 18 with a 2nd extra life. Zvada's kick is good. And Michigan quickly reminding Wake Forest that yes, we are almost unbeatable. You can get a 14-point lead against us, it doesn't matter. We're just going to beat the team. And that nuclear offense that gave them their first 2 touchdowns has to show up here or else they're in big trouble. Claiborne had a full head of steam, but Jay-Sean Barham fully shut it down. It'll be 2nd and 9. And they're running out of options. They have to try and find those passing routes that worked so well in the 1st quarter. Looks like Michigan's taking them away, so they need to find something that works here. No press coverage. They have to do this the hard way. 2nd and 9. Claiborne tries to pick up some yardage. Mason Graham's there to stop him. It's 3rd and 7. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's all going to come down to this. If Wake Forest can't score on this drive, it's pretty much over. Bachmeier gets the throw away. It's caught, and they do get the 1st down. Ball is loose. Michigan recovers, and that is your ball game. Michigan's already in field goal range. It's a recovery for number 20. It's Jair Hill making the recovery. Michigan gathers everybody. They get the forced fumble. Who gets the forced fumble? It's Jay-Sean Barham forcing the fumble. And Michigan gets a big-time turnover to wrap this one up. Huge hit from Barham. So now Orgy's in the pistol with Donovan Edwards behind him. They fake the handoff. Orgy looks, throws to the end zone. It is just barely caught by Tyler Morris. Down at the 8, it's already 1st and goal. And if they get this score, I think we're going straight to Superstim to finish this one out. Oh my God. Morris flew in and stole that ball from Dylan Hazen, who had perfect positioning for an interception. They're just refusing to lose right now. Marshall goes in motion. Orgy. Edwards has all the blockers he needs, but that's a great play by number 21, Branson Combs. To force the stop, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Even if this is a 10-point lead, I think if it's 10, we'll probably give Wake Forest one more shot. Here we go. 2nd and goal from the 5. Orgy hands it off to Edwards. He follows his blocker, but it's another good play by Dylan Hazen to make it 3rd and goal from the 4. Here's your shot for Wake Forest. You can try and hold them to a 10-point lead if you can. And then just hope your offense can get something going on the other side of the field. 3rd and goal. Here we go. Orgy rolls out. He is hit and sacked. It's a good play by Kendron Wayman, but honestly, that makes the field goal easier. Because the short kicks have been the dangerous ones, and now it's going to be a 29-yard field goal, which, I mean, Zvada should be able to hit easily. Kendron Wayman, his 2nd sack of the ball game. He's had a good game, but this looks like it's going to be curtains for Michigan, or for Wake Forest. Here comes Dominic Zvada. He's been so clutch during this tournament. Let's see if he can get another field goal here. Snap, hold, kick is good. 24-14. Let's take a quick look at Michigan's previous battles. See the last time they got over 24 points in a ball game. They had 14 against Boston College, 17 against UCLA, 15 against Boise State. They got 38 against Kent State, but against good teams, they've been really limited on the offensive end. They dropped 28 against Ohio State. That's really the last time that their offense was operating at full power. It's been a long, long time since we've seen that, but they have stepped up when they really needed to against Wake Forest. There goes the kick. And Claiborne is only able to get out to the 13. He probably should have taken a knee there. So here comes Wake Forest, their last chance. If they cannot score here, we're going to go to Super Sim and finish this one out. Bachmeier throws short. Claiborne, can he pick up anything? No. Makari Page just closed the space between them so quickly. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for Wake Forest. At some point, you got to throw past the line of scrimmage and take the risks. You're down by 10. Safe football's gone. You got to move quickly. Press coverage is top of your screen, but there is a safety backing them up. Bachmeier, under pressure, rolls out, throws back across his body, and Donovan Green makes the catch to get something out of it. It will be 3rd and 6. This pass rush is just shutting down every single route that they have. Wake Forest down to their last card, their last chance to keep this game close and potentially beat Michigan to eliminate them from Imperialism entirely. Bachmeier hands it off to Claiborne, and he gets the first down. A gutsy choice, but it pays off in the end. Wake Forest gets the first down by relying on their run game up the middle. It's what I told them to do, and it works to perfection. Barham makes the stop. He cannot force the fumble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23, but they are running out of time. Bachmeier looks to the sideline. He's going to take the snap. He's under pressure immediately. Throws the ball away. It is dropped. Green had it for a second, but could not hold on. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Wake Forest. He did avoid the sack and stop the clock. That's really all you can say positively about that play. 2nd and 10 now for Wake Forest. Bachmeier throws short. It's going to be caught by Harry Lodge, but it only picks up 2. And 8 yards is not really something you can run out of. So it's going to have to be Hank Bachmeier's arm to rescue Wake Forest here with 3:18 to play. It all comes down to this. No press coverage. They're going to drop for everybody. Bachmeier gets it set up. He drops back. He's under pressure. Throws it deep. He has a man there, and it's tipped away. Makari Page is going to win the game for Michigan, and let's see if they go for it here. I think they will. So this is going to be the game decider here. If Wake Forest cannot get this, we will go straight to Super Sim and give Michigan their 10th victory of Imperialism and their 2nd extra life. Bachmeier takes the snap. Looks long. Throws deep. That is going to be tipped and intercepted. Will Johnson, his 6th interception of the tournament, and Michigan has won. We'll get this quick celebration with the defense. They're all going to line up. Will Johnson at the bottom of the pile once again. Derek Moore takes the picture. Michigan gets the stop, and we are going to go to Super Sim. It was another good pass breakup. It was Hausman with the tip, Johnson with the pick, and that is going to end this ball game. (31-14). Wake Forest cannot respond. And Michigan, they really showed their mettle here. They were down 14 after the first quarter, Wake Forest, and then they scored 31 unanswered points to go get the W. Donovan Edwards, your player of the game, 93 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. Michigan forced 2 turnovers late to really slam the door in Wake Forest. We are going to go to the map to finish this one out. Claiborne got an early touchdown. Mullings scored in the other way. They didn't get a single passing touchdown, but it did not matter. Michigan wins and earns their 2nd extra life. Let's go to the map. In Wake Forest, you were trying to take over North Carolina, but the arrow took you the wrong way, and your pathway is over. Good job, though. 3 wins is pretty impressive, but bye-bye. That, and I don't think with that territory Michigan can go back there either. It's way too big. But we can copy this and give them that extra life right back. They lost against Boston College. So now Michigan is just as strong as they were. East Carolina is your last remaining team from North Carolina. The supercluster is well and truly gone. And these are your top 18. We're going to be doing one more episode later today, probably at halftime of whichever game is more stretched out. I think that Oregon-Ohio State game is going to be really close, but who knows? Probably when one of those games looks completely over, and I will see you when we get there. So, that's going to finish this out, and I will see you guys next time as we continue to get closer to crowning a national champion.